Could we be in the best village in the Woodlands today? Well, if you're thinking about moving right here to North Houston and to the Woodlands, Texas, we're gonna explore one of the top villages in what people consider to be one of the top rated cities in all of the United States. Today, we're gonna explore the modern amenities, the community, the features, and the real estate of the village of Sterling Ridge. We're gonna talk about what makes this place so special and why it could be the ideal location for you and your family. So Sterling Ridge is one of the newer villages in the Woodlands. It's actually one of the newest. It started being built in 1999 and ended in about 2014 in the last section of what we call May Valley. Now, the Woodlands named it Sterling Ridge because it was right at the 25th anniversary of the Woodlands. So sterling, silver, right? The silver anniversary is the reason it's called Sterling Ridge. With over 2,500 homes in the village, there's a lot of different housing options. So whether it's a townhome or an apartment, all the way to a full single family home and up to luxury real estate, the Woodlands is designed, and Sterling Ridge specifically is designed in a way that you can really find whatever price point, whatever style home you're looking for right here in the community. One of the top reasons people choose the Woodlands and families want to move here is because of the great academic schools that we have, the highly rated schools that we have right here. Now, the Woodlands is zoned to Conroe Independent School District, but specifically Sterling Ridge has some of the top rated schools within CISD and within the Woodlands. Specifically behind me, you're gonna see Colson Tough, which is K through 6th grade. There's also Darrachin, which are the two kind of elementary schools in the Woodlands. Then kids will be zoned to McCullough Junior High, which is just 7th and 8th grade. After that, they spend 1 year by themselves in high school at the Woodlands High School 9th grade campus, also located right here in Sterling Ridge. It's a great transition for kids that are entering that next phase of life of high school, but you're not in a large, big campus with all the other students. If your kid needs to go to football practice or a club after school, there are buses that shuttle over to the main campus and then back depending on the school period and stuff. And then you've got the Woodlands High School main high school campus, which is 10th grade, 11th grade, and 12th grade. It's a large campus. We've got some great B-roll of the campus here that you'll see below. And these schools are top rated within Conroe ISD and some of the best that are gonna be right here in the Woodlands, Texas. What's cool about Colson Tough behind me is actually, I'm gonna walk us around, is that right next door is actually the community park of Cranebrook Park, which we're gonna see a little bit later. So your kids can ride their bikes to school, parents will line up in these parks, receive their kids after school, they'll hang out, and there's a great sense of community like we've talked about, because you get to hang out with their families that are right in your neighborhood and probably live right around the corner from you. Before we go to our next location on the tour of Sterling Ridge, I do want to talk about the park and ride that's located right here within the village. If you're going to be commuting down into Houston, this is going to be a great amenity because you can come to the park and ride, park your car, hop on the Woodlands Express. It takes you on the HOV lane down into Houston, drops off at a variety of locations. We'll actually link below in the description. We're going to link the map, right, where you can see the different locations, different areas they pick up and drop off, and kind of their schedule if you're going to be going down into Houston. My wife uses that service. I've got friends that use that service very frequently to go and make their commute a lot easier and more efficient. Sterling Ridge isn't just about schools and parks and amenities. It actually has commercial space as well. Behind me, you're gonna see the Sterling Ridge Shopping Center. It's made up of the grocery store. You've got mom and pop restaurants. There's chain restaurants, gas stations, liquor stores, dry cleaning can all be found right here. And actually, Sterling Ridge is unique because there are two village centers. There's one here up off of Kirkendall Road, but then there is another one in the back of the Woodlands, which is the home to the Super Walmart. And you're gonna find other amenities surrounding that, like Starbucks, dry cleaners, things that we've mentioned as well, smaller restaurants. I actually wanna jump in my car and show you a little tour of what these shopping centers are like. Let's go see that right now. So as we tour the village center here, you're gonna notice that it's a very, you got a lot of parking to the left and all the commercial is gonna be to the right. So we have dining options like Kava. There's a nail salon here. One of my favorite locations is gonna be Marble Slab Creamery. That's been here for a long time and it's a classic spot to go to, and I love ice cream personally. So the main kind of hub, the anchor tenant is gonna be the Kroger. And then we're gonna have lots of other options like There used to be a Great Harvest bread company close by. There's a wine store that you can buy some nice, harder to find wines at. Then you've got some other dining options like some Asian restaurants. The UPS store is here. A finer dining option here in Sterling Ridge is going to be Perry's Steakhouse. Very good. I recommend their pork chop if you decide to go there while you're visiting. Other salons, Great Clips, Hallmark stores, a CVS convenience store. So there's a lot of options here, a pet store and a vet even. My orthodontist that I use whenever I was a lot younger and living in the Woodlands is also here in Sterling Ridge as well. As you can see, there's a lot that is offered right here in the Sterling Ridge Community Center. If you're thinking about moving and you want to land right here in the Woodlands, Texas, on our screen is going to be a QR code where you can reach out to us. You can schedule a call, we can learn a little bit more information about you and your family and your needs whenever you're going to be moving right here to the Woodlands. We make these videos to be able to help people relocate here, and we'd love to be your real estate agent whenever you move right here to the Woodlands, Texas. Let's get back to the video so you can learn all the details you need to know about Sterling Ridge. Sterling Ridge has a great sense of community, and I think that's a result of spaces like this, where people can gather, neighbors can come together and host events. Sterling Ridge has its own kind of neighborhood association. It's not a taxed or there's not an HOA dues involved, but it's kind of just a group of people. Each village actually will have a Facebook group or something where people can talk about community events. But specifically for Sterling Ridge, they have a annual golf tournament. They have a fishing tournament at some of the parks close by. There's a farmer's market that actually happens. And then smaller events, maybe for your specific group or interest, can be hosted right here in some of these parks and in the communities. But I do want to talk a little bit more about the parks and where all the fun is going to be happening right here in Sterling Ridge. For those who love the outdoors, Sterling Ridge is actually going to have a lot to offer for those individuals. You've got big parks like the one behind me, which is called Terramont Park. There's a whole bunch of smaller parks too. Another one called Crane Brook Park, which is going to have a water slide and water features for kids. You're also going to have tennis courts, a BMX track. Here at Terramont Park, it's one of the largest parks in the Woodlands. It's what we call an anchor park or kind of a destination park. You have a large soccer field for people to play ultimate frisbee and soccer, of course. This park actually has a lot of topography, which is not super common in the Woodlands. Terramont means earth mound, and so you're going to see it behind me. There's a disc golf course around the area, which is nice. It kind of wanders you through the woods and through the different holes. People will also come out here and work out, so they'll run up and down the hills. Behind me is going to be a large kids play set for you to bring your kids, and we're underneath the main pavilion here that you can actually rent out for birthday parties, and they have community Sterling Ridge kind of association events here as well. Another unique thing about Terramont Park is going to be the skate park and basketball court as well. So other parks like Pepperdale Park and surrounding parks will have basketball courts, but this one, the skate park, is a little bit more unique here. So we've also got hike, bike, and walking trails in Sterling Ridge. They're in every village, but they will all take you here. So your neighborhood, like where the streets are, won't have sidewalks, but where the kind of neighborhood sign is where the sidewalks begin. They're 6 feet wide, they're protected by trees, so there's lots of privacy and security, and you're able to go from your neighborhood all the way here or to the other village or to the Sterling Ridge Shopping Center, which we already saw, to go get groceries. You can run, you can bike, you can bring your kids and have fun in these destination parks that are scattered throughout Sterling Ridge and probably just right around the corner from your home. Next up, let's talk about the real estate right here in Sterling Ridge. As we mentioned earlier, there's a wide range of homes and styles and features that you get whenever you're looking for homes right here in the Woodlands. So it could be a townhome style, there are even a little bit of condos, but the majority of what we're gonna have is gonna be single family homes. And the price points and the sizes of those are gonna range quite broadly in this village. So on the lowest end, since we're a little bit newer, we're probably gonna find maybe $400,000. That might be a little bit of a challenge at that price point, but that's kind of the floor. All the way up to the average price point that we're gonna see here is $650,000 to $750,000, which will be about a 4-bedroom house with a backyard, a 2-car garage, an office, and maybe even a pool in those higher end budgets. And then all the way above that to the luxury, real estate, right? Kind of the majority of Sterling Ridge, the luxury part will be anywhere from $1.2 to $2 million. You may have a golf course, 5 bedrooms, 3-car garage, and actually right here in Sterling Ridge is the home to one of the 2 locations of what is called Carlton Woods. Now, this is a private gated luxury neighborhood within the Woodlands. It has its own fees. We're talking about people who are maybe executives and business owners that are looking for a private, secluded lifestyle on a large piece of real estate in a very large home. These homes really start kind of at $2 million and go up from there. One of the most expensive homes on the market right now is about $14 million, but it's wildly enormous. I'd say the average in there is probably $2.5 to $3.5 million. Whenever you're looking at schools and stuff in the Woodlands, we will talk about mainly what is zoned to the Woodlands High School, but it is important to know there's a small little island, May Valley, that's zoned to Magnolia Independent School District, and I can add additional information and insight to that on a discovery call that we may book. Sterling Ridge truly offers something for everyone. Now, if you're thinking about moving to the Woodlands and you're trying to decide on which village is right for you, where you should live, down below in our description of this video is going to be a link to our website. There's going to be our village guide. We've made this specifically for you. It's downloadable. You can read it. You can take all the information you need from it, and then you can reach out to us whenever you're ready. On the screen here is going to be a QR code that'll take you to our website where you can just fill out a quick little questionnaire if you're ready to take the next steps and just have a conversation about what it might look like for you to move to the Woodlands, what the process is, and how our team can help you best. Thanks so much for your time. We appreciate you watching these videos. Be sure to subscribe to our channel to help support us, and we'll see you on the next video.